Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host on this cold day. Oh, you know what? Saturday was beautiful. I just fell into warm weather mode right away, so today's absolutely killing me. I'm freezing my you-know-what off. But I guess that's my problem and not so much yours, right? Oh well. Anyway, Saturday was nice while it lasted. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Gary's Auto Sales, and new to What's on Your Mind, AR Roofing and Remodeling. Welcome to the show, AR Roofing. All righty, let's see here. What do you want to talk about today? Anything on your mind you want to chat about? I've got a couple thoughts. We woke up Saturday morning to find out that in a joint operation, the United States and Israel are bombing the living daylights out of Iran. President Trump, his patience was up, and off we went. So Ayatollah Khamenei has lost his life in the bombing. That was one of the things that I guess led to the okay of the president to start operations. Intelligence had come in that the Ayatollah was having a meeting with some of his upper echelon advisors, and they moved quickly, and they got him. So Secretary of War Pete Hegseth earlier today said there are, it's a three-part mission. One, to destroy Iran's offensive missile capabilities, to cripple its navy, and to prevent Tehran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. He says they're kind of aiming for 4 weeks for this to all be accomplished, but if they can get it done in 3, it'll be 3. If it takes 6 weeks, it takes 6 weeks. He does not anticipate this, so going into any long, drawn-out process. The president is urging the Iranian people to take back their country. Now is your best chance, he tells them, to throw the dictatorial regime out. So what do you think about all of this? One thing they are looking at, one of the reasons for destroying the Navy is, well, the Strait of Hormuz, where a vast majority of the world's oil travels through. There is concern of Iran mining the Strait of Hormuz. So that's one of the reasons to go after the Iranian Navy. But as a result of this possible threat, apparently tanker traffic has all but come to a standstill in the Strait of Hormuz right now. And gas prices are expected to go up immediately 25 to 50 cents at the pump. So just some of the consequences, I guess, of all of that. So your thoughts on Operation Epic Fury? I say that because Reuters, along with Ipsos, conducted a poll Saturday and Sunday after everything started. Of those polled, 27% approve of the actions of the United States, 43% disapprove, and 30% aren't sure. 56%, though, say that President Trump is too willing to use military force to gain his objectives. So your thoughts on all of that? Coming back into this country here, um, excuse me, back in 2020, the state of Virginia, on the ballot, 65% of the voters voted to create an independent redistricting commission. In other words, take politics out of it. They didn't want anything to do with gerrymandering of districts. We're just going to do this the non-political way. We're going to have a commission, non-political, non-biased, choose the districts based off of the census, the every 10 years census, and create equal districts. So as of now, right now, Virginia is represented in the House of Representatives with 6 Democrats and 5 Republicans. Well, Governor Abigail Spanberger, when she was campaigning, was asked about gerrymandering, and she said no. She has no plans on gerrymandering, on changing the districts within the Commonwealth of Virginia. Well, she has signed now legislation to allow that to take place, where it would actually create a 10-to-1 Democrat over Republican representation in Congress to redraw, to gerrymander Virginia districts, going against the will of... First she lies, said no, she has no plans to do that, and now so as soon as she's in governor, she signs legislation to do it, and goes against the will of the Virginia voters on this. I understand. I know other states have done this. We're not talking about other states. We're just talking about Virginia right now. The will of the people is being disregarded and completely thrown out the window here with this action taken by the Virginia legislature and now Governor Spanberger. If I was a Virginia resident, I'd be PO'd right now. And I'm not a resident, and I'm still PO'd on their behalf. So your thoughts, this is all that I have today. So your thoughts concerning these topics, anything else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Good afternoon, Russ. It's Mark from Collinsville.
Yeah, Mark.
I was listening to my station in New York there, and they talked about Bill Clinton, and he would go after animal like get his way by biting the girl's lip.
Wow, I have no idea what you're talking about, Mark.
Bill Clinton,
yeah,
years ago, to make the girl submit to whatever he wanted to get done, he'd bite him and hold him with the lip bite. With his teeth.
Okay, I've not heard of this, and I really don't want to go here, Mark. So what's your point on all this?
Well, I just wanted to go there, but, I'm glad that everything's going good down there in Iran, and the 3 servicemen that accidentally got shot out or shot down their jets, glad they survived. And
well, I think that was a total of 6, 2 on each airplane. So, yes, it was friendly fire, which is under investigation. So, yeah, they all were able to bail out.
Yeah, people were rejoicing, and meanwhile, the mayor of New York saying, we'll protect you, and meanwhile, they're out there dancing, and they don't need protect. They're glad to get back to their country without wearing their head, whatever they put over their head and face. They won't have to do that when they go back, and they're looking forward to going back, and that'll take some time. And I just talked to a lady this morning that her daughter wants to go to Israel in June, and she's wondering whether she should go. I said, well, we'll see what happens. I was in Uniontown today. But anyway, that's about it, Russ. And
Okay.
I'll give it all the
Okay.
credit to Donald Trump, even though he doesn't have to say about all he does. But it's just the way, you know, he puts it straight out there, but he doesn't have to use like piggy and, stuff like that.
All right, Mark. Well, thanks for your
Okay.
call. Appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, both lines are now open, so give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. I find it interesting that a lot of countries that I guess Iran was counting on to be their ally are saying, yeah, no. In fact, they're fighting back. One country, I forget which one it was, apparently has shot down some Iranian jet fighters on that. Of course, it doesn't help that Iran is bombing these countries where U.S. installations are. So these countries aren't too fond of that taking place. So, yeah, oh well, your thoughts over everything. I wonder too, taking it beyond the Middle East, what this does to the war in Ukraine. And I bring that up because apparently Iran is a big supplier of drones to Russia, which Russia in turn fires them at Ukraine. So how will the actions that have taken place over the weekend and continue in Iran, how much will that affect the war between Russia and Ukraine? And then also China. China gets I heard this. I think it's around like 20% of their oil they get from Iran. That essentially has been cut off right now. So how does this affect China moving forward? Does this hamper their plans, their wants of bringing Taiwan into their fold? So just kind of some interesting, geopolitical things taking place because of the action that the United States and Israel are taking. Other NATO countries, other allies, they're coming on board a bit. Britain is now changed their mind and are allowing the U.S. to have operations from British bases concerning the actions in Iran. Apparently, the German chancellor is coming to Washington tomorrow to talk about what they can do. Germany, that is. So it's almost like the world is coming together against Iran. So what do you think the long-term effects are of this? What do you think? Will the people of Iran be successful? Will they get rid of the clerics in running the country? Will they form some kind of new, democratic government, a more peaceful government? What happens to Hezbollah, who, according to the United States, is just a proxy terrorist group of Iran? What happens to Hamas? What happens to any other proxies that Iran has been supporting through the years. Is this a game changer in the Middle East? When the dust settles, are we looking at a whole new world order in the Middle East? You don't hear the condemnation of Israel for doing this bombing. You don't hear the condemnation against the United States from other Middle Eastern countries against the United States. Either way, you don't hear it. You hear concern, but you don't hear an all-out condemnation of what's taking place, which I find very interesting. I think, this is my own opinion, I think the other Middle Eastern countries are secretly cheering on Israel and the United States. I think other Mideastern countries have been concerned about Iran for years. And they're glad to see this taking place. They may not say so publicly, but I think behind the scenes they are, and they're encouraging Israel and the United States to continue. So, hey, let's get another call in before I got to take a break. What do you say to that? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. It's Nick.
Hey, Nick.
I think in a lot of cases it's these other countries around our brand. It's kind of like we'll just go along with them to get along with them so they don't attack us. And now they've got the chance to say, okay, we've had enough of your nonsense after how many years? And that's why everybody's cooperating. I don't think a lot of these countries wanted to get involved in the first place with Iran, but Iran was forcing them to do it.
Mm-hmm. You might be right, Nick. Yeah. It's very plausible that that's what's taking place or has taken place.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was friends with a girl. Her name was Nazneen. Her father was one of the generals that was killed during the uprising in Iran.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I guess she called her yesterday, and she said they're very pleased. And I guess they're trying to get there's a prince that's trying to take control of the country. I can't remember his name. He wants to bring back the old Persia, basically.
Okay. Well, there is I think it's the grandson of the old Shah that was deposed. And I think he does live in France, and so he's kind of a spokesperson right now. He has at times offered to go back to set up a interim government. Not that he would, come back and become the new Shah, but to be some kind of, steady and influence, if you will, as they move forward, creating a new form of government, so that he would just be kind of an interim basis.
Yeah. You got the same problem in Iran now like you have in the old Soviet Union. All the people in the Soviet Union, okay, yeah, we're glad we're Russia, we're Poland, we're whatever. But you still got those hardcore, even to this day, in the Soviet Union, or the former Soviet Union, that were all for Lenin. And
sure.
You got that same problem in Iran.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've got to deal with those people to be able to do anything.
Right.
To go forward.
Okay. All righty, Nick.
But,
I thank you for your call, sir.
Yep.
We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye. Hey, to the caller on line 2, I got to take a quick little break, but hang in there. I promise you are first up right after this.
The Stephen R. Hockey Funeral Home and Sylvan Heights Cemetery on North Gallatin Avenue and their dedicated professional staff are proud to support and sponsor Read Across America Week announcements by local public school students. And they applaud our local school administrators and teachers for stressing the importance of reading.
Hello, my name is Maybe from George C. Marshall Elementary School. My favorite book to read is Green Eggs and Ham. Reading is important to me because it helps expand your mindset. And one thing I learned from reading is there is always a lesson to be learned or a message in the story. Dr. Seuss says, I like nonsense. It wakes up my brain cells.
The professional and dedicated staff at the Stephen R. Hockey Funeral Home in Sylvan Heights Cemetery on North Gallatin Avenue are proud to sponsor Read Across America Week announcements, and they extend their best wishes to the teachers, administrators, and parents for instilling the love of reading to their students and their children.
There's only one best lunch spot in Uniontown. Titlo Tavern and Grill on West Main Street, serving 8-ounce Reubens, foot-long cheesesteaks and subs, half-pound handmade burgers, plus pizza, calzones, strombolis, pepperoni rolls, and fresh salads like Greek, antipasto, salmon, steak, and chicken. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday till 10, Saturday 2 to 10. Dinner and happy hour specials nightly, and private parties are welcome. Call 724-437-6749. Titlo Tavern and Grill.
Experiencing symptoms of COPD? Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale has been selected to conduct a clinical research study, and participants are needed. All study-related care will be provided at no cost, and no health insurance is required. Compensation up to $2,200 for qualified participants for time and travel. To learn more, call Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281. That's Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. 724-438-4593. Hello, thanks for holding. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Rob Skipper here today.
Hey, Skipper.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good. How's your blood pressure today? Good?
Doing well.
It could be a trying time behind that microphone sometimes. I know that.
That's okay. It's okay.
Do you take blood pressure medication?
I do not.
I take it just a little bit.
No, mine's fine. It's always down there on the lower side. Yeah.
I just want to check your temperature here today.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching the war, but I want to say something about Donald J. Trump. You know, I voted for the guy, and I'm on the Republican side of things, but I was afraid this guy was going to be an isolationist, and separate us from being the leaders of the free world, and not helping out countries that were being attacked with. The type of rulers that we just got out of. And that just goes to prove right there that he's not. Even the tax thing, I was thinking he's an isolationist, but not really. He's just a leader in the world. I don't think a lot of the other presidents before us are can have that global mentality like a business person can. So it's been really interesting to watch this unfold. And I was going to talk about the Ballman thing. The other thing that you alluded to was the other countries. I was listening last night, and the Saudi prince and other ones have asked. They said they asked Trump to bomb them and keep bombing them, and they said that on it was actually Fox News I was listening to, so they might be biased, and that just goes to show that not all what's the religion that they have? The Muslims are radical. They don't want to be radicals, So it's really showing. So those were my thoughts.
Yeah, I think when if I don't think they're going to outwardly say this, but I think the Trump administration is looking for a regime change out of all of this. I mean, he's obviously he's prompting the Iranian people to, here's your chance, take your country back. So if things go in that direction, and the people do revolt and take things back over, I do see more signatories of the Abraham Accords coming out of this. I see Saudi Arabia, they have somewhat of not full diplomatic relations with Israel, but I do see Saudi Arabia maybe signing on board to the Abraham Accords and having full diplomatic relations with Israel. And I can see other countries in the Middle East coming on board with that as well.
Well, I just had, in the big picture, I just had a fear. If we went over there and attacked Iran, all these other Muslim countries were going to attack us while we're there. China's going to come over, and they're going to join in and just, kill all of our guys that are over there, World War III. And that's just not happening right now. And I think the reason why is because Trump has already talked to China about this one-on-one. He's not putting everything out into the public. Did you see whenever, what's the guy, it was the military guy, Hegseth, is that his name?
Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War.
Okay, did you watch him on TV this morning?
I did.
Okay, so he said, I forgot what I was going to say, but I was thinking, Trump, they're not going to tell everybody what the game plan is here now, like presidents in the past has.
Right.
And he's not going to say, I already talked to the leader of China, and they're saying, we're not going to do nothing. We want peace in the whole world too, and we understand that this is the root of all, the fighting in the area, and everybody in that area wants peace except for the radical Muslim leader that took over that country a long time ago. And so he's probably already talked to China. I didn't know this. I'm thinking China might come in and start, coming with all their missiles and and military. Not happening. So it's been a real good thing for me. I just hope he does and destroys every bomb there over the next 6 months or whatever it's going to be until they don't have one bomb to shoot off again.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Not like the other presidents have done, just going in after Saddam Hussein and getting one guy. Even, George Bush, that looked good, but that didn't fix a lot of stuff, with the radicals.
Right. So
I don't have much more to say. Right. I just think you let me share everything I was in my mind there, and hopefully it doesn't turn into World War III somehow. That's what my concern is.
I don't see that happening. I really don't. But
I don't think we'd have went over there if Trump thought it was going to be World War III, because remember how he said something with the Ukraine thing. He said, what do you want to do, start World War III?
Yeah.
Because Russia could be in a point where their backs against the wall in a corner, and they could shoot off a nuclear weapon.
Maybe.
But this situation here, I think, is a little different, and I think he's really aware. He doesn't want to have World War III.
No.
And he saw that they want peace, so hopefully this will all work out.
All right. Okay,
All right,
Skipper.
God bless you, bro.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
Am I coming in loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Hey, they said that the price of gasoline in this country is probably going to go up because of that conflict over there in Iran.
Yeah.
You know the reason why?
Well, because I brought this up at the beginning of the show, Fred. The
Yes.
traffic, the tanker traffic in the Straits of Hormuz has all but come to a stop. The oil is not moving out of the Middle East right now. So as a result, the price of a barrel of oil is going to go up. And so that's why you're going to see the price of gasoline in this country most likely go up.
All right, now my question is, are we still buying oil from foreign countries?
Fred, how many times do we have to talk about this? Yes, we are.
Why?
Because there are different grades of oil. Not all oil is suitable to convert to refine into gasoline.
Okay. Don't we have oil in this country that
do.
can be made into gasoline?
We do.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
We still import oil into this country, Fred, regardless.
why?
I don't
President
know.
Trump said we have enough oil.
I am not in the oil industry to tell you exactly why. And
President Trump
you
said,
know what, Fred? I'm all right. I'm tired of this. Fred, find out what the heck that noise is. I'm not putting it up with anymore.
You always have to blame the noise. You always have to blame the noise.
No, see, Fred, I wear headphones in this studio. It's so I'm able to hear my callers when they call in. That noise
I just asked you if I was coming in loud and clear. You said yes.
You are coming in loud and clear, and so is that stupid noise, Fred. And I'll tell you what, my other listeners, they complain about the noise too. It bothers them. So find out what the heck it is before you call back, all right? Bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Take a deep breath.
I just did.
Okay, hey, this is one man's opinion here, but
Yeah.
if you got to follow the trail here, Russ.
Yeah, James.
Have you ever heard of David Gentile? I'll explain how this starts.
The name rings a bell. I can't place them offhand.
Okay, David Gentile owned all the number one Cochran Chevy dealers, owned a waste management company.
Okay.
A guy that I knew invested in it. He was one of those people that got all kinds of investors in and kind of ran a Ponzi scheme. He would give the old investors the new investors money. He'd drive around in a Ferrari, a Learjet, got in an awful lot of trouble, was set to do 7 years in prison and pay everybody that he owed, including the person that I knew, back. I think this guy, he owed him like a couple $100,000, but he was in for millions upon millions he owed. He was pardoned. He was pardoned by Donald J. Trump. He didn't serve a day in jail, and he didn't have to pay anything back. Then you go, similar circumstances come to Charles Kushner, which is Jared Kushner's father. Jared Kushner is Trump's son-in-law. Kind of did the same thing, tax evasion. You and I have to pay taxes. He was set to go to prison for a while. Trump pardoned him in 2020. Now, I say this because this is what's going on with the peace coalition over there in Gaza. There's two things that why we're over there. First thing is that Israel wants to take over the area. They don't want Iran there. Second thing that correlates is that if Jared Kushner goes over there and Steve Witkoff and they spend all this money, that area needs to be secure. They're going to stand to make billions upon billions upon billions of dollars of this, and it's a win-win situation for them. And the person that is the head of this, even after he's done being president, is Donald J. Trump. It is a win-win situation for everybody. But it won't work if there's unstableness in that area. So what's happening now is it goes hand in hand. Israel wants Iran gone. Kushner wants the area stable so they can make billions off of everybody. And even Tucker Carlson, in an interview with Mike Huckabee, blew my socks off. Huckabee says, he asked him a question about the area, and Mike Huckabee says, well, why can't Israel have it all? Why can't Israel have it all? So they're talking about eliminating anybody in that area so they can do what they're doing. And that's pretty sad because I don't think this is going to be just over tomorrow. You look at Hezbollah, who's in Lebanon, that shot off some missiles, and they struck into Israel. And you're having and Hezbollah, they've been trying to get rid of them and their leaders for a long time. They go underground; they're still around. You got the Houthi rebels out in Yemen that are going to be at the.
James, we got to go back here for a second. Define.
They're talking regime change. Go ahead.
Define why can't they have it all? Define have it all.
Well, I mean, if you believe in the Bible and certain things, I mean, I have no problem with having a area that is designated for them in their area. But it's like you saying, well, we want PA, but we want West Virginia and Maryland too. We're going to take it all. We're going to take it all back because that doesn't belong to them.
I don't know that that's what that means. I think having it all means peace with they already have peace with Jordan and Egypt, but peace with Syria, peace with Saudi Arabia.
No,
peace with,
they weren't talking peace. Mike Huckabee said that they talked about Iran, and he said, well, why can't Israel have it all? So this is what's going on.
But then you go with all the proxies that have of Iran that have been fighting against Israel.
Absolutely, you're going to have to deal with that.
That would be all. You know, you change the regime in Iran. You now get rid of Hezbollah. You get rid of Hamas. You get rid of all these other ones. To me, that's having it all.
So you think that you're going to get rid of Hezbollah and the Houthi rebels and Hamas because of a regime change in Iran that's never going to come?
I think you're going to seriously degrade those organizations to the point that they're not going to be able to be a major threat to Israel. Yes.
They're already striking Israel. I mean, they've been a threat to Israel. They go underground and they pop back up. They're like a bad snake.
I understand that, but if there is regime change in Iran that is no longer going to be funding these operations, then they eventually run out of their means.
Is that why we went into Iran?
I think that's part of it. I think not the major part, but I think there's a little part of that in there. Yes,
I've heard three different stories. First, it was because of the nuclear weapons, which were supposed to be destroyed last year. Then it became regime change. Now it's because Khomeini threatened the president. The story's changed three times. And to have all that military there, everybody said that there was a strike going on no matter what happened in those peace meetings. There was going to be a strike.
Washington never said they want regime change. That's up to the people of Iran.
Well, you don't see them out now. Now you're dealing with the Republican Guard, which is even more, I think, hard line.
Again, it's up to the people of Iran, and that's what the president has said.
I don't think this is going to be Venezuela. Yeah. This is going to be totally different. And these people over there for thousands of years are willing to put it on the line. And I think, yeah, it does make you nervous, not because of the Middle East, but what about Russia moving on Ukraine? Now, everybody's forgotten about it. And Skipper brought it up, and he's right about, but see, we're not worried about Ukraine and Russia and all that because there's nothing to gain there. There's no money to make. Well, there's money to make in Gaza. It's pretty clear if you stand back and look at things,
all right,
how things are going. Thanks, Russ.
All right, James, got to run. Thanks for the call. All right, hey, got to take a quick little break. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Is that a bird I hear? I think it's almost spring. We have to get the junk out of the garage. I need a shed. But a cool shed, yeah. Maybe a she shed or an office shed.
I know just the place where you can find the perfect shed. It's Ultimate Structures on Route 51 in Perry Township.
Well, I need to see them for myself. I don't want to go downtown to the home show.
See large and small sheds, office sheds, animal shelters, recreational cabins, garages, It's unbelievable, right in Bell Vernon. Visit the Mega Lot at Ultimate Structures. There's no need to run to Pittsburgh. Order right now and you'll get our 12% spring discount on all new shed orders.
I'm Googling Ultimate Structures Bell Vernon. Okay, they're just outside Perryopolis. There's a website and a Facebook page, plus that 12% discount right now.
Ultimate Structures is the only independent dealer representing JDM Structures in Pennsylvania. Stop in. We design what you desire.
Hey, who's hiding the gold? Ah, I see. It's the Pennsylvania Lottery with their new Find the Leprechaun scratch-off game. You don't need a 4-leaf clover to win. Just a little scratch and a lot of luck. And you could uncover top prizes of $10,000. Now, through March 9th, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Always have to be Lucky Charms.
And you'll win 20 $2 Find the Leprechaun tickets. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
We have your gifts to celebrate love, birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions, or all the above. Things that go bling, earring pendants and rings, all types of handbags, crossbodies, concealed carry, and slings, Western Southwest, boots, hats, and more, silver Zapata jewelry, fun fashion turquoise, it's a staple in our store. Strap, 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown, located in the rear of the State Farm Building, 724-557-6184. We value your shopping experience here with us at Strap, so come on in, sit a spell, enjoy a refreshment, and a bag of peanuts. Strap, 724-557-6184. We're open Tuesday to Friday, 11 to 5, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. Convenient street parking right in front of our shop. You're sure to adore us, and you'll love our prices. Shop small, shop Strap.
Are delinquent credit cards, medical bills, and personal loans stressing you out? Are you unable to catch up? Are the debt collection calls just too much? If yes, then call Zebley Law at 724-439-9200. Zebley Law provides free in-person consultations. Then, using our decades of experience, we recommend a plan for relief. Before hiring a debt relief company or an out-of-town bankruptcy firm, call the local law firm serving Fayette, Washington, and Greene counties since 2001. Call Zebley Law at 724-439-9200.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings. WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We got about a minute and a half left in hour one of What's on Your Mind. Both lines are open. Give me a call on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Whatever you want to chat about. You know, do you want to continue talking about the ongoing Operation Epic Fury that's taking place over in Iran or above Iran? Yeah, there about. You want to talk about something else? Pirate baseball. I heard bit on this past Thursday show, TJ and Josh talking about a little bit of pirate baseball and how in a couple weeks they're going to have the pirate show and have their prognostications on how the season will go. So Pirates are off to an 8-2 start. Does that give you hope for the regular season? And so I'll jump the gun here a little bit on Josh and TJ. How do you think the Pirates are going to do in the upcoming regular season of Major League Baseball? So we can continue that in the next hour, because right now CBS News is just around the corner. News from around the world, around the country, and then TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown. At the tone, it's going to be 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. 3 days after the U.S. and Israel launched strikes on Iran, killing Iran's supreme leader, President Trump says the campaign will likely take several weeks. The U.S. military death toll is now 4. CBS's Stacey Lynn reports.
The president pledged to crush the threat from the regime.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat.
He called Operation Epic Fury
Our last best chance to strike.
He said Iran must be stopped from developing nuclear weapons.
We were the ones that wanted it stopped, but everybody was behind us. They just didn't have the courage to say so.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
CBS News has learned that many police stations and intelligence-related centers, besieged paramilitary bases around Tehran, have been heavily bombarded today. 2 hospitals have also been hit as they were close to military targets. Oil prices are surging as a key shipping lane is threatened by the fighting with Iran. CBS's Jason Brooks with that.
Global crude futures jumped as high as 8.5%, the biggest daily gain in nearly 4 years, while U.S. benchmark crude is seeing gains range from 5 to 7%, topping $72 a barrel for the first time since last June. Higher oil prices will eventually translate to higher pump prices, impacting consumers directly and through higher shipping costs, and that will add a layer of inflationary pressure on the economy if the oil price gains are sustained for several weeks.
While oil is up, stocks are mixed on Wall Street. The Dow right now is down 137 points. The Nasdaq is up 28. Israel has extended restrictions on all non-essential activity until Saturday night as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calls for regime change in Iran. Reporter Linda Gradstein is in Jerusalem.
All gatherings, educational activities, and workplaces, except for essential sectors, will remain prohibited until Saturday night, and Israelis are urged to remain close to bomb shelters. The extension of the restrictions came as Prime Minister Netanyahu said that Iran threatens not only Israel and the U.S., but all of the peoples of the region. He called on the Iranian people to throw off the yoke of tyranny.
Investigation is underway in Austin, Texas, after a mass shooting at a bar early yesterday left 2 people dead and 14 wounded. CBS's Jason Allen.
In the home, they found an Iranian flag, pictures of Iranian leaders. They put that together with what the suspect was wearing during the shooting, a sweatshirt that said "Property of Allah," a Quran in his vehicle. And that's why they are looking at the potential for terror in this attack related to the war in Iran that is happening now.
The suspect was killed by police. This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCopel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Jen.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
for personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hartley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,940.
there's only one best lunch spot in Uniontown. Titlo Tavern and Grill on West Main Street, serving 8-ounce Reubens, foot-long cheesesteaks and subs, half-pound handmade burgers, plus pizza, calzones, strombolis, pepperoni rolls, and fresh salads like Greek, antipasto, salmon, steak, and chicken. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday till 10, Saturday 2 to 10. Dinner and happy hour specials nightly, and private parties are welcome. Call 724-437-6749. Titlo Tavern and Grill.
Researchers looked at data from the Youth Risk Behavior Surveys and found that the number of students getting less than 7 hours a night and less than 5 hours a night rose about 7% between 2007 and 2023. Columbia University professor Mark Olfson warns.
That sets kids up for increased risks of depression and anxiety, and in more severe cases, even things like suicidal thought.
The data shows that insufficient sleep increased less among kids who watched TV daily and used social media or video games at least 4 hours a day. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The weather phenomenon known as El Nino could form later this year, potentially pushing global temperatures to record heights. There's a 50 to 60% chance of El Nino developing during the July to September period and beyond, according to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The World Meteorological Organization will issue an update on El Nino tomorrow. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's cloudy and 31 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll check sports and weather in just a bit. A nonprofit that supports those experiencing homelessness is closing one of its thrift stores. City Mission will close its thrift store in Monongahela, Washington County, March 14th. The nonprofit is consolidating its retail operations into 5 other regional locations to focus resources on its food, shelter, and recovery programs. City Mission's other regional locations include stores in Uniontown, North Strabane, Cannonsburg, Washington, and Waynesburg. East Washington police charged a man with a felony of aggravated assault Saturday after he was accused of assaulting a police officer while being arrested. 30-year-old Tyler Lash also faces misdemeanor charges of endangering the welfare of children and resisting arrest. Around 11 p.m., police were called to the 100 block of South Wade Street for a report of 2 men fighting. Police found Lash's vehicle with 2 children under the age of 9 in the back seat. The car was off and it was about 36 degrees outside. Lash fought police while they attempted to detain him and injured an officer's hand. He's in the Washington County Jail on $25,000 bond. The Better Business Bureau has received 65 reports of tax-related scams in Pennsylvania so far this year. Officials are warning taxpayers to remain vigilant as the April 15th filing deadline approaches. These increasingly sophisticated scams often involve callers impersonating government agents to steal money or personal data. The Better Business Bureau of Western Pennsylvania reports that scammers are preying on consumer confusion regarding recent changes to tax laws. If people receive a suspicious call, officials recommend hanging up and contacting the IRS directly. Consumers can also verify company names or phone numbers through the Better Business Bureau website to check for legitimacy. Democratic lawmakers are asking for more details after the Department of Homeland Security announced it deported almost 90 people protected by DACA. Tammy Trujillo has more.
The program is for young undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children and is meant to protect them from being removed from the U.S. California Senator Alex Padilla and Senate Democrats Dick Durbin and Mark Kelly want to know the grounds for the 86 arrests and deportations from January to November of last year. About 260 additional people have been detained. There are more than 500,000 DACA recipients in the U.S. Right now, only DACA renewals and not any new applications are being accepted. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, spring training baseball down in Bradenton today. The Pirates lead the Tampa Bay Rays 1-0 in the top of the fourth inning. The Bucks are 8-2 in exhibition play. College basketball tonight, ACC matchup as Duke will visit NC State. We'll have the game on WMBS, the pregame at 6:30 with tip-off at 7.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
The Weather Watch is being brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Call Nate at 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Get a free quote now.
Cloudy, a few snow showers or flurries this afternoon, 39. We'll have rain late tonight. We could see a wintry mix as well, 33 the low, and rain tomorrow with a high of 55. Right now, cloudy and 31 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:11 on this Monday. I'm TJ DeStefano. Coming up next, we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
The Weather Watch has been brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Nate is there for you. Call 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more.
On the next edition of The Catholic Accent, we're sharing simple ways to make your Lenten journey more meaningful this season. The Diocesan Lenten Appeal is officially underway, inviting you to help keep our parishes vibrant and thriving, just as they have been for the past 75 years. And as the Diocese of Greensburg celebrates its 75th Diamond Anniversary, we'll show you how you can be part of the celebration. Watch The Catholic Accent Sunday morning at 11:30 on WPXI.
Unlock the energy at Live Casino Pittsburgh during the Spring ZDX giveaway. Play daily to earn entries toward our giveaway drawings on March 27th and 28th, where you could win a share of over $55,000 in prizes, or race away in a new 2026 Acura ZDX all-wheel drive EV. Get charged up for the Acura ZDX giveaway on March 27th and 28th, only at Live Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In celebration of Read Across America Week, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County is proud to sponsor these messages by local elementary school students. For information about First Federal's Educational Club Savings and Scholarship Program, please visit their website at ffgc.bank.
My name is Morgan from George C. Marshall Elementary School. My favorite book to read is Oh, the Places You'll Go. Reading is important to me because the more you read, the more you will know. And one thing I learned from reading is that life is an adventure. Dr. Seuss says, today you are you, and that's truer than true. There is no one alive who's youer than you.
That Read Across America message was brought to you by First Federal of Greene County. Congratulations to the students, teachers, and administrators as they celebrate Read Across America Week from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. For information about their Educational Club Savings and Scholarship Program, please visit their website at ffgc.bank.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Take the fact book.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Having Hicks and Buzz Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks and Buzz also offers free prescription delivery, mail-out service for snowbirds, and dependable courteous service, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street, phone 724-437-2828. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday at Hicks and Buzz Drugstore of Uniontown.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ, Rhodes, your host. We're going to continue with the open conversation today. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind brought to you by Gary's Auto Sales, Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and brand new sponsor of What's on Your Mind, AR Roofing and Remodeling. All right. We've been spending a lot of the first hour talking about Iran and Operation Epic Fury. So your thoughts on all of this? Last I knew, 4 service members have died in Operation Epic Fury. I believe, if I heard this correctly, from a retaliatory bombing by Iran hit one of our control information centers, I guess, and initially killed 3, a number hospitalized with serious injuries. One has since died from those injuries. Have had 3, I think it was F-35 Strike Force jet fighters shot down over Kuwait from friendly fire. All 6 service people bailed out and survived. They're back in Allied care, undergoing checkups, making sure everything's hunky-dory with them. So Strait of Hormuz, although is open, the traffic apparently is all but stopped as fears of mining the strait by Iran is out there. Ships don't want to get blown up by a mine. I can't say as I blame them. That's one of the reasons that Epic Fury is trying to seriously damage or take out the Iranian Navy. So, but as a result, we'll most likely be seeing gas prices increase here in this country. And a Reuters Ipsos poll taken Saturday and Sunday after hostilities broke out, 27% of those polled said they are in favor of Operation Epic Fury, 43% disapprove, 30% are not sure, with 56% saying that President Trump is too willing to use military force to ensure his goals. So your thoughts on that? And then the state of Virginia, the legislature's going against the will of the electorate. Back in 2020, Virginia voted overwhelmingly 65% to create an independent redistricting commission when it comes time to, redistrict the population based off of the census. So, but the legislature and the newly sworn-in governor has passed and signed in a law that will allow the legislature to redistrict the legislative districts that they say will make things 10 of their 11 districts will be Democrat, with 1 Republican. Right now it stands 6 Democrats, 5 Republicans representing Virginia in the House of Representatives. So that was pretty much it on my end. If there's something else that you want to chat about, by all means, please give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open, by the way, so no waiting. Looking forward to chatting with you. I don't know if anybody is a fan of the WNBA, but apparently that season is in jeopardy as a new collective bargaining agreement is trying to be hammered out, and it's not going any place. And so a deadline has been set for later this month, and it's actually coming up pretty soon, I believe, that if there's no collective bargaining agreement, the season's going to be canceled. So your thoughts there? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm so glad I filled up my old 2008 Subaru Forester yesterday.
All righty.
Yeah, I think I'll probably get a shock with the price of gasoline before long.
Yeah.
But hey, we're tough. Remember the gas lines, man. Remember the gas lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long ago when we were over $4 a gallon here in Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. By the way, one of the big reasons we probably don't have enough gas or oil or whatever is that because the last 30 years, the United States wouldn't build a new oil refinery. That's one of the big problems, because of all the environmentalists, we know who party they belong to.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, California. I don't know if you heard this coming about refineries. They may be, if it's not now, they will be very soon without a single refinery in the state of California. They're going to have to import all of their gasoline from out of state. And it's because of regulations in California. The gas company said, "Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here." Yeah. So, they're pigging enough to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds right. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, about what's going on in the Middle East, hey, where's that Shah of Iran's son at?
He's, I think he's his grandson. If I'm not,
grandson?
I might be wrong. It's son or grandson, I'm not sure.
Okay.
He's over in France. He's talking out. He's speaking out.
Oh, well, it ain't enough to him speak out. We should be training him and a whole brigade to stand on the land on the coast of Iran down there, like we did the Bay of Pigs. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, but this time, give them air support. Let's see that the Republican card come out and fight when the stars and bars are flying over their heads. Tell them, announce that we're gonna give them a constitutional monarchy, just like the British.
Okay.
And then let them start marching, land like the whole brigade with their armor, led by the prince. Let's see what's happening. That will really kick open the door.
Okay.
To see who joins them.
Let's see who goes.
Besides, hey, they want their country. Let's see them pick up a gun and go get it.
Well, that's what the president's been saying. Here's your chance. Take your country back.
Yeah.
Get the government you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a recognizable leader right there.
Mm-hmm.
If he shows up.
Well, I mean,
he's
offered. He's offered to be like the interim. Leader. Yes.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, let's see him put on a suit of armor and lead the charge. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That'll really give him a little legitimacy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's. How can you say? Listen. Let's see him put some skin into the game.
Yeah. Well,
just like those 4 members that died over there in Kuwait. Let's see you put some skin in the game, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at things, Russ. How much skin you got in the game?
Okay.
And many times, that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. What anything with that, Russ, or
what's that?
What I say? Anything you want to add to what I just said, or
Yes, I think if Iran wants to change, if the people of Iran want to change their government, they need to be part of it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
so right now, this is all coming by air. Our Air Force, Israel's Air Force, and Navy, they're the ones doing everything. I think we'll have to wait and see what the Republican Guard does. Are they going to try and come out and do something? If so, that's when the people really need to step up and say, no more. We're not doing this anymore. Yeah.
Well, no, Russ, all this technology with the airplanes and the missiles, in the end, hey, it's the old technology. A soldier with a rifle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, Russ, that's all I got for today now.
Okay, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, by the way. So give me a buzz. Both lines are open. What else you want to chat about? Let me do a little paging through the old phone here and see if anything else has popped up recently. Some kind of news. I neglected to take a glance during the break here, so I'm going to have to do that to you now and see what comes up. Apparently, the B-1 bombers are on the way back, going deep inside of Iran, it's saying. So more on the way. President Trump has said that we have sunk 10 Iranian Navy ships. So embassy is saying, hey, shelter in place wherever you are. So, alrighty. Now what's this here? Have no idea what, beyond this headline, I'm going to read it here. Savannah Guthrie spotted outside Nancy's home 1 month after suspected abduction. Oh, so that's Savannah, not Nancy. Okay. So, yeah, we got the Guthrie kidnapping still going on. Don't know where that stands. So there's a few other things we can chat about. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russell, how you doing today?
Good. Ron, yourself?
Oh, trying to stay warm, buddy. It's chilly out there.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm not happy.
I got spoiled on Saturday.
So did I.
Hey, Russell, I was like everybody else this weekend, glued to the TV, watching, seeing what's going on over there in Iran.
Yeah.
I hate to see it happen because anytime you start lobbing missiles at each other, I mean, it's somebody's getting hurt, no question. But go back to, what was it, Pueblo? When, wasn't that the ships?
That North Korea seized.
Not North Korea.
The Pueblo was
Iran.
North Korea.
Was it
Pueblo was North Korea back in the 60s.
No, this was in the...
You mean the coal?
70s. The 70s when the Iran captured 400 and some people. And then when Reagan got elected, almost to the minute when he was sworn in, they released the hostages.
Yeah, the from the embassy.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyhow, point I'm making, from back then till now, that country's been a thorn in everybody, one way or another, whether it's lobbing missiles into Israel and all the other surrounding countries. Something had to be done. What was it? President Obama sent them. God knows, I don't think we'll ever know the truth on how much cash, an airplane full of cash. They used it. It was supposed to be for humanitarian. They they pumped up their nuclear program. They have been executing people left and right in their own country over there.
Yep.
It's like you're dealing with a bunch of psychos. I don't know any other way to put it. You know, I think sometimes they make Adolf Hitler look like he was human.
Mm-hmm.
But something had to be done because too much of the world is centered in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Or I should say, it affects too much of the world. And Trump, well, it's not only him. It's, you know, Bibi Netanyahu, however you pronounce that.
Right.
And other people other leaders over there, they frankly had enough of this stuff. And if this is the only way you can get rid of them, because they've tried just about everything else, negotiations, sending them plane loads of money, they've done everything. This is the last step. That's the only way I see it, because there's no doubt they've been the center of terror around the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
somebody said, and I don't have my own verification on this, but in the last 47 years since, you know, the clerics took over Iran, that Iran is the cause of more American deaths than any other country around the world.
I can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I can believe that, because it seems like every time something major has happened, that's where it originated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't like it. Do I support it, though? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question. And there's one thing I must say that I saw on TV yesterday, and I loved it. All I'm hearing, the Chuck Schumers and the rest of that group, how this is so horrible, warmonger, this, that, and here comes John Fetterman, the one they accuse of being crazy at times.
Yeah.
I've never heard a more down-to-earth explanation of why he supports the action ever.
Yeah.
I mean, forget it. It wasn't a politician talking; it was a person talking.
Mm-hmm.
And just all I can say is he's going to need help in the election because they're going to try to crucify him next. He'll be right up there with Trump, according to Mr. Schumer.
Well,
I don't know. It's a shame.
I've you know, Senator Fetterman has really surprised me with the stance he's taken on some topics. He really has, and I'm beginning to look at him in a whole new light. To the point, I've even joked to myself, this is the first time I've said it out loud, that if he runs for re-election in 28, because there is speculation that he may not run. But if he does, and if he is primaried, I've joked to myself, Ron, that I'm going to register as a Democrat just so I can vote for him in the primary, and then immediately go back to Republican.
Well, I met him years ago when he was Mayor of Braddock.
Okay.
And trust me, he was definitely a horse of a different color. Let's say it that way.
Yes.
But I got to give the guy credit. I really admire what he's come off with, and I can't wait to hear your Friday afternoon show there to see what they have to say about it.
All righty.
Okay, there's my opinion. You was asking for opinions.
Yep.
There's mine.
And I apprate it, Ron. You have a good one,
All
my
right,
friend.
Russell.
I'll talk to you later.
bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, to the caller that just got on, bear with me. It's that time of the hour where I have to take a quick little break, but you will be first up after that. Means there is one other line open, 724-438-4593. So we'll take those more calls after this.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
Roofing, never settle.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me. It's time.
February is Auto Show time at Thurby's Riverside Ford. That means special financing and Auto Show bonus cash on new Ford SUVs and trucks. Have you been thinking about a new 2025 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive XLT? Take advantage of 3.9% for 72 months plus $2,000 in Auto Show bonus cash during the Auto Show month. Now that's an Auto Show deal.
How about this? All new 2026 Ford Escapes come with $2,500 in Ford factory rebates. And the showstopper, the 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend and Outer Banks with 2.9% financing and $2,000 in Ford factory rebates during Auto Show month. We have the inventory in stock and on the way.
Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award-winning dealer, located on Route 40, 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. See Joey, Jimmy, Sammy, or Ashley. Offer ends March 2nd, 2026.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Boyd Jr.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott.
I'd like to weigh in on this whole Iran deal.
Sure.
You know, as I recall, and anyone can verify this, President Trump ran on ending the wars the first day he was in office.
He did.
In Israel, in the Ukraine, no new wars, no new regime changes. Focus on on our problems in our country, get the deficit reduced significantly, and he's done none of those. None. The deficit last year was $1.8 trillion, the same as it was in 2025. It was $1.8 trillion, the same as it was in 2024, in spite of bringing in a ton of billions of dollars in tariffs that have increased our cost of living in and of themselves. I mean, this is just more of the same craziness. We were in the middle, once again, of negotiating with Iran. And right in the middle of the negotiations, Jared Kushner Steve Witkoff, they both, it's been reported that they both told the president to give diplomacy a chance. They were making progress. General Dan Kane, Joint Chiefs, told the president, it's reported, that we should not attack Iran at this time. It's going to deplete all of our defensive missile shields, which we blew through a lot of last year when we attacked Iran. I mean, who is going to pay for this? I'll tell you who. Me and you. In higher inflation, and what's it do for us? Not one stinking thing. You know, I mean, we elect the president of the country, not of the world. We're to defend our country, not police the world. We can't afford it. I mean, we're pushing, $39 trillion in debt, and it's still going up $1.8 trillion a year? I mean, I tell you, my wages aren't keeping up, and most of our wages aren't keeping up with the inflation that's caused by all this warmongering craziness.
Scott, I think you've got you've got a legitimate argument on all fronts. Okay.
Yeah.
But I will say, that inflation has come down.
It's come down, but everything's still going up faster than wages.
No, actually, wages are outpacing, according to statistics, economic statistics, that wages are surpassing inflation. Again,
not my wage, and a lot of our wages aren't.
On the average, and that's how they go with these things. Wages are outpacing inflation. He did bring the war in Israel to an end. He's brought the war to an end in many places around the country. Yeah, he hasn't been successful with Ukraine because Putin is not cooperating on that. I think from the reports I'm hearing, Iran just kept, they were negotiating, and there'd be a little bit here maybe, but, the president said, no nukes. Give up your nuke program, and we're good to go.
I read they had agreed to give up their nuclear weapons, and they haven't done anything with it for years on their weapons side.
No, they after Midnight Fury back in June, they've been rebuilding their nuclear sites to get back into their research.
Yeah. But not their weapons. I mean, you look at
because they haven't developed weapon grade material yet. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they've been trying to do.
Listen, since 1992, we've been hearing from Netanyahu that they're on the verge of developing a weapon. They weren't even working on it when we bombed them last year, and it's a good 3 years out. And to bomb during negotiations is just. I mean, he just kills all credibility as a negotiator.
Supposedly, the president offered Iran free of charge commercial grade nuclear material for power plants. That because Iran has been saying all along, oh no, we don't want nuclear weapons. We're producing nuclear material so that we can develop nuclear power plants and other commercially safe items. So the president called their bluff on this, that I'll give you the material for free, and they turned him down.
Well, they may have their reasons, but the IAEA has been in there.
No, they haven't been in there. They haven't been given access to all the sites. That's part of the problem.
No, they were in there until we bombed them last year.
No, they weren't.
they were. From the reports I read, and I follow things pretty close.
Okay.
Up until we bombed them last year, IAEA was in there. They gave them access. If Trump wants to be the peace president, this isn't the way to go about it. It really isn't.
Well, you know what? I kind of beg to differ here, Scott, because here's my belief, and I said this earlier in the show. If the United States and Israel and our other allies that are slowly coming to the same conclusion are successful in this whole campaign, and the people of Iran stand up and take back their government, I believe
I don't think it's going to happen.
If that happens,
I really don't think it's going to happen.
If it happens, and they did it once before. They did it 40-some years ago. They stood up and overthrew the Shah, which allowed the Ayatollah to come in. They can do it again. If that happens, I truly see an expansion of the Abraham Accords in the Middle East and far more peace and less terrorism if the United States and Israel and their allies are successful in Operation Epic Fury.
Well, I am.
By the end of the year, one of us is going to be right.
I think it's wishful thinking, honestly.
Well,
that they're going to overthrow the government.
and I think you're doomsday thinking. So by the end of the year, one of us is going to be right.
Yeah, this isn't doomsday; it's reality.
Well,
I mean, come on. But getting back to Trump, he runs specifically on getting us out of the wars and balancing the budget. That is what needs to be focused on, not problems all around the world. I'm sorry. It just, we don't have the money to be running the world.
Okay.
We've tried that, and that's how we're $38 trillion in debt.
Okay.
It's got to end, because average guy out here, it's getting hard to make enough to keep up.
All righty, Scott. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
But I got another call coming. Thanks, Scott. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Okay, Russ, this is cool.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, what happened to our buddy in Masontown, Rob? I haven't heard him on the radio for 6 months.
Taking a break, from what I hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have to worry about World War III until after the rapture.
Okay.
And also,
but how do you know what comes after the rapture is World War III?
Well, it'll come shortly after. Who knows? 6 months, 3 years.
But how do you know that's World War III?
Well, that's when the Antichrist, Satan, will be there.
Yeah, well, who's to say World War III doesn't happen in 10 years from now and the rapture sometimes after?
Oh, no. God's going to protect his people. After he pulls his people up, there's only the devil people there.
I understand that. I'm saying, who's to say World War III does not happen for another 10 years, if and when it ever does happen, and the rapture doesn't take place until after World War III?
I'm figuring the rapture. Well, I'm figuring the rapture's going to happen in less than 5 years.
Okay.
Remember King David, too? King David was a man after God's own heart.
Okay.
And what did he do? Kill the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump was just like Jesus. When Jesus went to the temple, he made a whip and flip it, and money tables over and threatened people. And that's what Trump did. When he got in office, he started flipping things over and shaking things up. And the enemies of God came out against him. I mean, they came out against Jesus. And we got to get rid of this guy. We got to kill him.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I got. Bye.
Okay, cool. Thanks for your call. Bye. All right, 724-438-4593. We are starting to run out of time here in hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. Hey, by the way, just to give you a kind of a quick schedule here, we've got NCAA basketball tonight. Duke takes on NC State. 6:30 is pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off. I'll be back in this seat tomorrow from regular hour, 1:15 to 3. I got to take off Friday, so I think Doug Saltzman is taking my place on Friday. And then I'll be back here Thursday for the extended short show. So, in other words, on Thursday, What's on Your Mind doesn't typically come on until 2:15 and is here until 3. Well, we're going to extend that until 4 o'clock on Thursday. So What's on Your Mind Thursday, 2:15 to 4. I'll be sitting in this chair, probably with some open conversation at that point in time. So that's the immediate schedule here. All righty. Hey, got to take a quick little break. When we come back, both lines are open. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. You and I together will close out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind right after this.
You're the first one on the job site and the last one to leave. Your business doesn't stop, and your truck shouldn't either. At Megan Ford's Commercial Vehicle Center, we're more than a dealership. We're your partner in productivity. We know that every minute your truck is off the road is a minute you aren't earning. Because of our massive commercial inventory, we maintain strong relationships with all major upfitting manufacturers, ensuring you get the lowest possible pricing. Choose from over 20 upfitted vehicles currently in stock, or work with one of our commercial specialists to design the one that you want for your exact requirements. But we know you work hard, so you can play hard too. That's why Megan Ford also carries a massive selection of Ford's most iconic rides, from the legendary capability of the Ford F-150, America's favorite truck, to the off-road adventure waiting for you in a new Ford Bronco. Experience the Megan Ford difference today. You can find us just off of Route 119 in Connellsville, or connect with us anytime at meganford.com.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for voting us Best of Fayette 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
If you're in the market for a power lift recliner for someone with special needs, or just a power recliner for the convenience, Chesler's Fine Furniture is your headquarters with the biggest stock and biggest selection, all available for immediate delivery. Select from Lazy Boy, Catnapper, and Mega Motion in a variety of sizes, styles, and features. Some have heat and massage and power headrests, or select a total lay flat model with feet elevated. Chesler's has fabrics and a variety of textures and colors. There is surely one to fit your needs. And remember, the team at Chesler's services all recliners purchased from their showroom. Power lift recliners start at $7.99, and regular power recliners start at just $6.59. Credit terms, layaway, and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Hey, who's hiding the gold? Ah, I see. It's the Pennsylvania Lottery with their new Find the Leprechaun scratch-off game. You don't need a 4-leaf clover to win. Just a little scratch and a lot of luck. And you could uncover top prizes of $10,000. Now, through March 9th, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Always have to be Lucky Charms.
And you'll win 20 $2 Find the Leprechaun tickets. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Talk Line, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to the show. Oh,
good afternoon, Russ.
Hey, Franklin, how are you?
Good. How about you? Well, I guess I know how you are, so I won't ask. I know we're short on time.
Yep, got another caller here, too.
I miss Rob's input as well. I wish he would call in and make his erudite presence known from time to time. I agree with much of what Scott had to say. President Trump was elected to bring things back in this country financially, take care of the domestic economy. I agree with what he did in Venezuela. I think that was in the interest of the United States. But the big question in this war is it in the interest of the United States or more in the interest of Israel? And do those entirely coincide? I think I listen to podcasts. There's a retired Army Colonel, Douglas McGregor, who has said emphatically that this is really a war fought for Netanyahu and the conservative Likud party. You have to realize that both Israel and Iran are church states, and both countries are in the control of religious extremists, both Israel and Iran. And we're in the middle of that conflict. I did not expect the war to come this soon. I expected there to be a military action, but certainly not of this scope. You were talking about how we don't hear a lot of things in the media about this. Our media is overwhelmingly pro-Israel. This is well known. I did hear on CBS the other morning one of the first targets Israel hit, and I'm sure this was accidental, was a girls' school in southern Iran. They killed about 150 young women. We're not hearing this. You might hear it in Al Jazeera News. You might pick it up with the UN. But our media is staunchly pro-Israel, and even the Democratic Party is divided over this. I would say the influence of the Israeli lobby in the U.S. And this is really what we're fighting for, which you've got to ask, is this in our national interests? The reaction's going to be bad for two big countries, China and Turkey. Turkey is overwhelmingly Muslim. They're not happy with this at all, and they're NATO members. China gets 30% of its oil from Iran. Mm-hmm. They're supplying the missiles. China, at one time wanted, well, they still do, they want to build a road across Europe or across the Asian peninsula into Africa, right through Iran. China's not at all happy about this. And they're just watching us spend our money and grind down our military to fight this war for Israel. Okay. And not Israel. The Likud party, the far-right extremists in Israel, headed by Benjamin Netanyahu, who did not stop at genocide in Gaza. So this is an overview of the situation from my standpoint.
Okay, sir. All right, Franklin. Well, thanks. Let me get this last caller in here.
Very good.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about 2 hours ago. I don't know, like in the book of Revelation, if it's being fulfilled in today's world, but because I heard 30, 40 years ago that they said the world was coming, and back then, and even back
Bob, I'm losing you, Bob. Bob, you're just...
Can you hear me now?
Right now I can, but you've been garbled. I have no idea what you just said.
Right. Okay. At any rate, my grandmother used to say back in the 20s that they said the world was coming to an end back then, and even back in the 40s and even 20. But we don't know. I don't know if the book of, I don't know if Revelation they say is being fulfilled, but you see the signs around us, what's going on.
Yeah, sure. But people have been saying that for years. The signs are around us too, Bob. But hey, Bob, I'm out of time, so we'll talk again tomorrow, I'm sure. All righty. Have a
Hey,
good
take care.
afternoon. Bye-bye. Hey, CBS News is around the corner, news from around the world, around the country, and then TJ's in here with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by JTV.com.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. 3 days after the start of U.S. and Israeli strikes that have taken out Iran's supreme leader, new targets are being hit today. And President Trump says an extended U.S. campaign against Iran is possible.
Right from the beginning, we projected 4 to 5 weeks, but we have capability to go far longer than that.
4 U.S. service members have been killed since Saturday, and a U.S. Central Command spokesperson says, as of this morning, 18 service members have been seriously wounded in Operation Epic Fury. Iran's Revolutionary Guards warn the U.S. will no longer be safe. CBS's Vicki Barker with what Pentagon officials have to say about the strikes on Iran.